And now we are just waiting for guys to come in. How's it going, ladies and gentlemen? If there's anyone in there, at least say something, yeah, so that I know that you're here. So today is the first time that I'm broadcasting to 3 destinations at once. So I'm broadcasting to YouTube and then to my personal page on Facebook, as well as to SABER, South African Bladesmiths Association, our Facebook group on there. So if you are watching me from SABER, South African Bladesmiths Association, please, when you start commenting, and comments are welcome, man. Ask a question if you've got. If you are commenting from the Facebook group for SABER, please start with your name so that I know who I'm chatting to. Yeah. Unless you want to start insulting me, then don't put your name. Yeah. Unless you know me, because then I might be able to figure out who it was in any case. All right. So basically, we are playing, and I've got fire grat putty. So normally, if I do clay, I use Protocol Gun Gum. Yeah. So the stuff you use to plug your car's exhaust system if it goes off. Now that is a refractory, a fibrous refractory in a solution that sticks like mad, and I've always used this, and this works wondrous. But I've seen a lot of guys using fire grat putty. Yeah, so if you've got a fireplace and you want to patch a leak in the fireplace, in other words, brick, you use this. So I've seen a couple of guys use this, and I'm thinking, well, seeing that this integral is a play project, I might as well play with clay as well. Yeah, so I'm not going to do the wire wrap. I'm just going to add clay on there. Yeah, that's it. But I'm not going to do it in the way that I normally do it, like the random pattern. I'm actually going to do like little lines and get all creative. So I thought, hey, why the hell? This is a Saturday project, so let's do it, man. Sean, how's it going, buddy? All right, so welcome. So I've got my grat. I've added a bit of water to it, and I've got it on a stick. Yeah, the all-important stick. And, well, maybe I shouldn't take that much. But we're going to start doing crap right here. And I don't know what I'm doing. So don't even think of asking me why I'm doing stuff, because I'm winging it as I'm going to go along. Yeah. So this is from watching way too many Japanese type movies. I've got no idea what I'm doing. I've got no idea whether this will work. But this is the reason we play, yeah? Just because you don't know someone that's done it doesn't mean it's not going to work. Yeah? So, if it completely fails, well, at least I've spent some time with you guys, yeah? So I do want to do like a I don't know, geometrical pattern. But I do feel that I need to just try this at least once. Why not? It's like I'm in grade 1 again. Yeah, get to play with clay. And essentially, I will get paid for this. So that's always a good thing. Yeah. This camera doesn't want to focus, does it? It's giving me... There we go. That's a bit better. Now you can see how dodgy that one was. It's not as fine as the last one. I know, probably we should have made my slop a bit more sloppier. So all I did was I took the fire grat, a couple of scoops out of that, and then added water until I had like a just less than a toothpaste kind of consistency. And that was it, man. That's the thinking. Who's asking what? Sean, are you the only guy? That stuff will work. Yeah, it will work. Sean's the only guy paying attention at the moment. Yeah. Or maybe not paying attention. I don't know. it's not picking up on that side? The spacing sucked on that one. Don't tell anyone. Yeah. So Mr. Vaughn Ball was just here. And he bought me presents, which is fucking awesome. Yeah. So he's a big gun guy. He's also a knife guy. So there was someone in the country that was selling an old estate, a gunsmith estate, and he bought some checkering files out of the estate, which he doesn't have time to play with at the moment. So he bought it for me. So we kind of spent the entire morning trying to figure out how this works, right? Now, I own a three-piece checkering file set that I have not yet had time to play with, that I bought quite a few years ago, but still haven't put any effort into learning that skill. So, I don't know, man. I'm thinking this little, seeing that this is the play knife, the play project, I might as well play on this thing. Yeah. So we did do a little test while he was here. Let me get that. Can you tell how much I suck? That's the first time I've ever done that. There's not a single line in there that is the same spacing. It's not a single one that's the same depth. But to the end here, I'd managed to figure out how to get the spacing at least parallel. Yeah, so that was about a half an hour's worth of play. But that's going to definitely happen. Definitely. Yes, what are we doing else? What else are we doing? So I'm now standing up. Now you're getting, now you know shit's getting real. Okay, not. I think my sticker's got too much on there. Let's just take some of it off. And obviously the wood is absorbing the moisture as well. Oh, I don't know, but at least it's going to look pretty. Like I said, I do want to work with some sort of plan, even if it's really planning not to screw up. And the clay is a lot drier than when I mixed it. So I'm thinking that this is kind of drying out as I'm working it. I don't know. Might just be my imagination. Did I do any research on this? Hell no. I saw a video once of a guy claying up a katana. Does that make me an expert? But he had different colored clays, man. I only have brown. But then also he ground down a stone to make his clay. Yeah. So I'll give you a view of my clay stuff in the moment. So there is, let's do that. Yeah, so there's my Teflon sheet, which I mix all my epoxy on. And I just added water. There's my mixing ladle. Come on, up is down, down is up. It's not that difficult, is it? Apparently it is. There we go. So I actually have the binding wire I normally use and the I wanted to do that, and then I said, nah, let's play. This is the play project, so let's get to play. Yeah, so stuff I normally wouldn't do, just for the sheer fact that I haven't done it yet. So this is the opportune time. I think my slurry is drying out. I see there's a whole load of comments at the moment. We'll check into those momentarily. Yo, dude. Apparently it's lunch. So we're going to have to come back after lunch. Because I don't know if you should have picked it up. My stomach is freaking growling, man. And this microphone is so sensitive. It picks up a mouse's fart at 100 paces.
Ancient Japanese.
This is the ancient Japanese. No, this is not gum gum. This is just me trying to pretend to be a 2,500-year-old Japanese swordsmith. Because if I don't pretend, no one's going to. One just walks away, man, shaking his head, thinking, my dad has just lost it. Okay, so I built a burglar proofing or a Bry grid there. So if the guys were wondering, Bry is the real word for barbecue. Barbecue is a chip flavor. Yeah, that's it, man. Trevor, Michael, oh, there's a friggin' bunch of oaks out here now. Jacques, how's it he? Welcome. Did you pay the tuition? Mr. Zwan, how's it going, bud? Trevor. How's it going, gentlemen? This is good. Tickering files. Yeah, man. Those things. Charlie Bowen. I always read that as Charlie Brown. Sorry, brother. All the way from the UK. Thanks, buddy. Oh, thanks, man. But you are surely going to be disappointed when one day you meet me, man. Oh, I actually didn't think of that. That is brilliant, brother. Thank you for sharing. That's appreciated. Bespoke Bloke Designs. Thanks, brother. That's appreciated, man. Hold on. Hand files, grinder, whatever you've got. Sorry, man. I've got a camera right in the middle of my face. So whatever you've got, buddy. I just use the edge of my belt on the flat plate. That's it. Just hang it over 4 or 5 mils so you get a nice little corner, especially on a 36 grit where it's nice backing, an X grit backing. I even have 120 grit in X grit backing. If you can't find an X, then go to a Y, which is a nice stiff backing. And that helps on just defining these little curves right there. Yeah, where my hand's in the way so you can't see that there, that little curvature there. Done. Otherwise, a finger notching wheel or a little wheel, small wheel attachment. Do like a 20 mil. Go in there. Done. That's problem solved, man. But you got to use what you have. That's it. If you don't have anything, then files. Files are the trick. Yeah. Why not, brother? This is what it's all about, right? Yeah, playing, having fun, chatting with the locals. Captain Tian. Oh, look at that. That it is. I mean, Wimpy had that on their mugs, commemorative mugs a couple of 100 years ago. Yeah. And if they put it on a mug, it must be true. That is it. It's like finding stuff published in Huisgenoot. No one's going to question the validity of anything that's published in Huisgenoot, right? Same as finding information. Yeah, dude, you got to use what you have, right? I don't like suckle is a real thing. So that is frustrating yourself because of the lack of tools. No, just don't go there. Just walk to your shop saying, hey, I need something that's that round. I've gone as far as to stick sandpaper around a piece of round bar. Where is it? I think it's in the drying room. I mean, here there's a whole load of just round sticks for getting into places. Yeah. And look at those. 2 of Alex's stickers. Yeah? But anyway. So you got to use what you have, man. That's it. That's it. And if you design the knife, when you design the knife, you think about all these things. Let me just get this thing out of my face. When you design the knife, you go and you think about that. So you design around the tooling you have, which makes your life a lot easier. Sorry, once again, I'm looking at me in the screen and not at the camera. You guys should be used to this by now. I suck. Don is saying that he's watching all the way from the Philippines. Welcome, buddy. Oh, there's some brilliant makers out there, man. Seriously talented blokes. Seriously talented. Robert, how's it going, dude? 2 weeks. 2 weeks, brother. No, it's not. I'm just lazy. So if you got one of these, a flexi shaft, all right, then you get yourself a pen mandrel or a mandrel, my wife calls it. I don't know what you call it. It's a shaft with a hole, slip through it. It's like that. Let's do this. So it's literally a piece of bar with a slot through it. You can see the slot. So then you cut, and that's a 20 mil slot. So you cut 20 mil pieces of sandpaper, wrap it around here, put it in a flexi shaft, and you go, and that sands it, that polishes it like a freaking charm. Yeah. Now you don't have to go and buy a mandrel. You can see that, and a nail. It looks the same. Yeah, you don't have to turn this down at all. The flexi shaft will open up to a 5 mil or a 6 mil, I think. So done. That's a brand new handpiece. Brand franking new Fordham handpiece. Yeah, so this is my old one. This is about 15 years old compared to a brand new one I fitted this morning. Yeah, they're all nice and shiny. So the bearings in this one is going. So while I take this apart, done. You get another one. And I've got a cheap-ass Chinese version of the same thing. So that's a 500 Rand. That's 1,500 Rand. Why do I pay the money for that? Because, well, if you ever used one, yeah, this thing will get so hot in your hand, the Chinese one, after about working it for about 40 minutes, you can't hold on to it. That thing there, you can hold on to it for hours. The machining, the chuck on this thing is maybe a week old, yeah, and the chuck hole is already ovaled, so it means that isn't even hardened, yeah. The keys you get with it, man, that thing is precision engineered, yeah. 1,500 Rand. That one there, $500. Just toss it, man. When you go, you buy yourself a Bardin motor, yeah. You get the Chinese handpiece with it. Yeah, just spend the extra 1,500 Rand. Get yourself a proper, the brand that it says Fordham on it. Where the hell is it? Oh, so I had it wrong. The shiny one is the freaking Chinese one. Yeah, there's the Fordham one. There's the Fordham. There you can see the ovaling in that. But you can't. But I'll do a review on these things, and that's why I have them. Yeah, man. People are just ripping other people off, which is fucking wrong. Don't buy Bardin. Done. It's easy as that. Don't buy the cheap ass shit. Absolute pleasure, buddy. Absolute pleasure. Robert, yeah, man, you're right. I can't wait either, man. It's going to be good seeing you. I haven't seen you in a couple of years. That's it, man. Trevor, well done, buddy. That is using the old great stuff, the noggin, yeah? Who we got? Bespoke. Rather, shapes are, I don't know, human bodies. Yeah. There's always someone that looks like someone else. But you made it. Your name is on there. Yeah. You're not trying to rip someone off. Just have your design sketches. Make sure that don't blatantly go and rip someone off. Yeah. But there's only so many shapes on a fucking blade that you're going to make. Chef knives, that's it. When you start forging them, and well, you want to put out standard models. I mean, a European style chef's knife is a European style chef knife. That you can only do so much to put your own spin on it. And normally the blade won't do it, but the handles do. Yeah. There are brilliant guys out there that make the same blade shape, and I'm specifically talking about the chef's knife industry now. The same blade shape, exact same blade shape, but he's got 4 or 5 different handle designs that go onto that same blade shape. Man, people are freaking out about that, and they love it. Yeah. So it takes forever and a day to come up with your own stuff, man. Normally you would be influenced by the guy that you learned from. Yeah. Obviously inspired by that guy, and especially under permission, go and make his knives until you find your own feet. But don't just do variations on his knives. Yeah. Because there are knife makers, and then there's knife designers and makers. Go and design your own shit. And like you're learning to make a knife, designing is a skill that you need to learn. It's not something that you're born with. That whole spiel about people, one guy being more creative than another guy, blah, blah, blah. No, that's not it. Left to right brain thing. If you're left brain, you are more creative than the right brain people. That's a load of bullshit. Yeah, go and read up. Don't just listen to what fucking the general uneducated public are telling you about this shit. And how do I know this? I actually went and studied art. Yeah. So when I decided I wanted to go study art, I had technical drawing at school. That's it, drafting. That was it. I started my career, my education, with a HB and a 2H pencil. That was it. Yeah. So, man, the rest of the shit, if you really want to do something, you want to learn, and that's it. That's it, buddy. It's like my little one says, what's better than 1 ton of bacon? 2 tons of bacon. Yeah, same thing. You don't stuff up your forge, man. Build a fucking real forge and done. That's it. I mean, the first one I built 11 years ago still runs to this day, every single day. Yeah, it's not going to cost you a fortune. Just fucking find out how you're supposed to do it, and don't go watch a YouTube video with a guy using fucking K-wool. Yeah, don't use K-wool. By all means, use K-wool. It heats up extremely quickly. But no, you're going to rebuild your forge every fucking 3 months. Done. Every 30 hours of running time, you're going to rebuild that forge. Done. So I'd much rather have my forge take 20 minutes longer to heat up. And then I can turn the gas down. So I'm using less gas. I'm getting a primary heat from the refractory now that's absorbed that 100% reflects UVA and UVB. I'm getting much better heat, much even heat, blah, 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 blah. But yeah, you stick to the cable shit that you're going to spend 1,000 rands on covering up so you don't inhale that stuff. Marina, sorry, man, on my rant there. I missed you. Dion, how's it going, bud? Don. Dude, daggers are cool. Daggers are cool. Seriously. And a dagger grind is a lot easier than trying to do one of these. Yeah. Because let's face it, even 3 of the dagger surfaces aren't as broad as that there. Then something is, the quicker you can work with a file. Don't need the high, expensive fucking tools. You get to a point where you realize, look, if I can automate this process, or I can get a mechanical means of assisting me in doing this, in other words, a knife grinder or a grinder of any sorts, it'll make your life easier. You're not going to become an expert knife maker just because you bought yourself a $3,500 fucking grinder. No, it's a new tool, a new set of skills that go with that tool. And mastering that tool will take thousands of hours. Yeah. So think of that. File doesn't take that long, man. Seriously. And you're practicing micro movements, micro adjustments in your hand, which you're going to use in any case when you get to the grinder. And it's a lot more enjoyable sitting in the comfort of your living room, just by getting a bench skin where all the crap is in, having the missus next to you, watching a movie, and then filing away at a knife. Yeah. That is the way a knife should be made. Yeah, your heart and soul poured into that blade, learning hand skills, and then making the knife, and it's a pleasant and enjoyable experience. You do not make a knife in a weekend. Get that out of your mind. Okay, sorry, man. I'm just off on a tangent again. How we got? Mr. Juan. That's the only way to learn, man. You need to learn, not a pen, but a pencil. But I hear what you're saying, buddy. Pen and paper. Pencil and paper. And realize that HB pencils, the one they gave you in school, is not the begin and end all. Yeah. When you get to, I don't even know where mine is. It was supposed to be there. And then you invest in erasers. That's an eraser. It's called a pen eraser. That there, putty rubbers, blah, 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 blah. They are tools that make your life easier. That's it. It's not going to make you an expert designer. This tool here, a little mouse, is only a tool. The computer program, you need to learn. It's not going to make you a better designer. Not at all. In contrary, using this fucking thing is a lot more frustrating. It takes 10 times longer. So what I end up doing is designing on paper, and then I want to replicate something. Then I'll go and sit and do a CAD drawing of it. Yeah. But the design process is not happening on the computer. It happens on paper in my hand. That is it. But long story short, a pencil, computer mouse, it's all just a tool. You are the person operating the tool. Don't be the tool, use the tool. That should also become a sticker. Oh, I like that. Gastolite 30 for the win. Mike, I'm assuming that is a castable refractory. Yeah. If not, if that is a coating that you do over K-wool, yeah, I'm not even interested, man. I'd run solid cast refractory forges for the last 11 years. That's the only stuff I built. We did, I think it was 15 refractory forges, K-wool forges, covered in rigidizer and then in Satanite, which I imported. And I stopped that very, very quickly. Very, very quickly, because our courier shipping cracked all the Satanite, man. I mean, these guys don't care. But they can't crack a 65 MPa concrete cast fucking forge. It's physically impossible. I mean, you get guys that are saying, look, this thing is dropped, and every now and then an exposed firewall will get cracked. But then you just ship a guy a new one. Done. It's easy as that. Charlie, daggers are, man, I've had guys come in, they've never made a knife in their lives and making full-blown swords. Yeah, if you want to do something, that is the first thing. You want to do it. You'll find a way to do it. And all you need to do is get into someone's shop just for guidance. He's not going to help you make it. You need to develop the fucking skills to make it yourself. You want to make it, not me. So unless you're going to pay me an obscene amount of money for me to set aside my time to literally make the knife while you watch and help every now and then, no. But bribing me with a cup of coffee, saying, hey, how would you approach this? That's something completely different. Then I'll say, well, number one, where's your drawing? Put the drawings, transfer the drawing to the piece of steel. This is the way I would do it, blah, blah, blah. Go and watch this video. Or just use Planesware. And there he goes. That's 2 hours out of his life. Design's transferred. Comes back and saying, hey, is everything cool? Does it look like I didn't fuck up? Then, yeah, cool. Now, all you need to do is just reestablish the center line, take that center line, move it to the other side, do the other side of the blade. Make sure every step of the way the center lines keep center. That's your only point of reference. That's the most important thing on a knife, on a dagger, on anything that you do. You have to have a reference line, and that reference line have to stay there. So when you start grinding, don't grind to the fucking reference line. Yeah, just take away material so you can still see the line. There's a difference between drawing a line, grinding up to the line, halving the thickness of the line, and crossing the line. Nowhere in knife weighting do you ever want to cross a line. Yep, that's it. How cost efficient is a coal forge when I'm a beginner? Dude, just don't go coal forge. That's easy. That's my advice. That's me. I worked on a coal forge maybe 5 times in my life. It sucks. I hated it. I absolutely hated it. I can see why guys are doing it. It gets to temperature a lot quicker. You can control a spot in that forge very, very easily. You can also lose a knife very quickly. Once had the experience where I turned around to light up a cigarette. When I turned back, my knife was just melted. So I don't like that. I really honestly don't like it. Don't like the mess. I don't like the black that I look like a coal miner after just fucking 2 hours of working it. Yeah. So cost effectiveness is, I mean, a coal forge is going to cost you money to build. We did the costing. A gas forge was actually cheaper to build than a coal forge. Running it on coal is cheaper if you can find it. If you have someone in your neighborhood that sells coal, by all means, not anthracite and not charcoal. Charcoal is going to cost you a fucking fortune. You might as well run gas. Done. That's it. Half a kilogram an hour. Done. You don't forge for fucking 10 hours. No, not at all. Well, in the beginning you might. But as soon as you got a bit of skill in there, you realize that forging this type of knife will take you like an hour and a half, and then you're done. I mean, there's 1.5 kilograms of gas. It equates to like maybe $60. That's it. Yeah, the steel I used in here, it's like fucking 400 rands worth of steel. Come on, man. The gas is the only thing. That's the cheapest thing. And it's clean. And you can brine marshmallows after the fact. You can't do that in a coal forge. That marshmallows. That is the deciding factor. Yeah. Masters of Heather Harvey was telling me that they used to, at Gold Reef City when she was there years ago, they would make Damascus, and they had a stainless steel little pan that these mini pizzas fitted in. And she would put 2 of those in, and once they've done Damascus, the latent heat in the forge, they would prep mini pizzas. Yeah. And that would be lunch. They'd be out of there. That was freaking awesome. Yeah, I haven't tried that yet. But I have built a huge wok that goes on top of my postbox forge. That I've done. The forge, you decide, hey, it's lunch, you switch off the forge, latent heat in the refractory, and in the cement, you put the wok on there, and you buy an entire, make a meal for like fucking 8 people on the wok with the latent heat that's in the forge. That's not costing me anything else. Spend the money already. Yeah. Robert, you'll notice I kept that on there. Yeah. Goeiemiddag, honorable member. What is... Oh, that there is my favorite blade shape. A cleaver and Rambo. I should go watch the Rambo movie again. Yeah, man. I don't know. Hibben knives. He designed all the Rambo knives, yeah, as well as the Basilisk in Star Trek. I don't know. No, Star Trek. That guy is brilliant, absolutely brilliant. The design ideas that he's come up with, man, it's phenomenal, absolutely phenomenal. Sorry, I'm off on a tangent again. Exactly, buddy. Exactly. And you'll see that your stuff is 90% of the time much more creative than anyone using a knife grinder. Because as soon as we go knife grinder, because the Joneses has a knife grinder, so he has to get a knife grinder. Blah, 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 and all these knives look the same because the Joneses' knife looks the same as the other guys' knives, and then it's stupid. You go to a knife show, 90% of the knives at knife shows look exactly the same. Done. Then you get to a bladesmith section in a knife show, and all of a sudden, all the knives look different. There's not 2 of the same knives on a guy's table. Yeah, there's 20 guys, and there's not fucking 2 knives that even closely resemble each other. That, according to me, is knife making. That's the creativity. That's the creative part of knife making. Yeah. Yeah. Don't just toss it. Do refractory. Excellent, man. Mike, the guys in the States really like the K-Wall, man. I don't know why. I think it's just because the first guy built it. He brilliant results with it, and now everyone is fucking using it. I don't know, but the risk is not worth it, man. I like my life. I really do. I like the people in my life. I like my family. I like what I do. I'm not going to fuck with that. Don, how's it going, man? Once again, he's my forge angle grinder. That is it, man. Use what you got. I still wish the Casper refractory coated Satanite. An ITC 100 HT, that is some good stuff. Out here in South Africa, man, that's expensive. Damn, it's expensive. But that will give you, earlier I said gives you 100% UVA, UVB. No, you're looking about an 87% UVA, UVB reflection on the refractory that I'm using. If you coat that refractory castable with ITC 100, man, you get a 98% UVA and UVB reflection, which is absolutely madness. It's and even just that 19% extra on performance. Holy crap. This is unbelievable. But yeah, you guys have got the good stuff out here. ITC is just, damn, dude, you need to give both your kidneys away and a left leg. It's just madness. Buddy, bring it on. Yeah? Africa is bribery and corruption. I get paid in coffee. I've also been known to take payment in Bolton. Yeah? Brad, how's it going, buddy? How's things in North Carolina? Yeah, dude, I can't wait either. At this point in time, I'm supposed to go for lunch, and the kids have bribed. They've done a barbecue. So, Gil Hebben, thank you, Mr. Zwan. That guy there, man, his wife is such a sweetie, right? And his wife always says, tells me, congratulates me on my birthday. I don't know why. I mean, I'm fucking no one, right? But she's the sweetest chick ever. I love them. And all I can say is, once again, we are standing on the shoulders of greatness, yeah? So, I mean, I can't claim to have invented any specific techniques at all. But I do pay attention. And as soon as you realize there are guys that are doing anything that you think you're an expert in, there are fucking 50 guys that are not on social media that'll kick your ass in doing exactly that. And then that's the 50 guys that are not on social media. Then you've got 200 guys that are already on social media that you just don't know of that can do that same job better than you. That's why I always cringe when the guy says, I'm the best in this. You're the best according to you, and that's your opinion. Opinions are like assholes. Everyone's got one. And that's why I can sit here and give you my opinion, yeah? And most of the time, I'm not an asshole. So a meme the other day where someone said, posted something about, at my funeral, all I need to do is have someone say, at least he's not an asshole anymore. It's a cool idea. That's a really cool idea. All right, so I'm going to let the clay dry. I am flip this over. I'm going to get back to, I'm going to now go have lunch, and then I'll get back to you guys after lunch, and we'll do this again, shall we? Yeah? Excellent. So think about questions that you have. Any weird stuff. What's the color of my underwear? That's a good one. I might just have to show you. But anyway, let's keep this R-rated, yeah? So any questions, any comments, think about it. Give us about an hour, and we'll back here, same place, about an hour from now, yeah? Thank you for tuning in. Go have fun, man. Hopefully you're sitting in your shed somewhere and tinkering. If not, go work on your wife's nerves. That'll get you out in the shed really quickly, yeah? Guys, have fun. Thank you for tuning in.